I got a question. Should we be wearing fall protection up here?
No, we're on the ground.
Okay, yeah.
We're on the ground.
Yep.
So me and Alan are just talking about the lawnmower recovery over the cliff because now there's a car right there over a cliff.
It's about the size of a lawnmower.
From here, it looks about that big, yeah.
I'm gonna go look at this trail.
Yeah, and Matt's here.
Hi.
So what do you think?
I'm still gathering information. I'm gonna hold my tongue for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you a doozy.
And then Tate's here from Gambler. We got Ryan Callahan from Meat Eater. Troy's off-road recovery.
Big guns are here.
I don't know if we'd say all that, but we're here. So we came up with a plan.
Okay.
We're gonna use some Yankum ropes.
Ah, yes, I love it.
So my wrecker's gonna sit right here off the edge of the cliff. Matt's is gonna sit right there. We're probably gonna tie them both off to Troy's truck because it's big and heavy and will hold us in place. And we're gonna winch it straight up this. There's already, I see like a hub, a valve cover, more debris. So like this path has a bunch of debris down it. So we're gonna bring it up where there's already a bunch of junk in the stuff. Instead, over there it looks like it might be easier, but there's no junk over there, there's no trash, it's not tore up. So let's bring it up the same trail. It's already got a bunch of stuff. And then Tate's gonna bring in a bunch of guys.
Guaranteed this is the way it went.
Yeah, I think so too. Then Tate's gonna bring in a bunch of the Gambler guys to clean up debris. So
Where do you want me?
wherever you star of the show, Alan. So you get wherever you want to be.
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna back the truck up right over here, drop the tailgate and watch.
Hey, wait, can I have your job? Okay, this one's coming. I think that car's farther down than we thought.
Yeah, it ain't no 100.
We're not even halfway.
So at what point do we pull the winch line off my second drum so we could add it onto the first one?
It's there if we need it, but you've got 2 more extensions, but
They're not super long.
they're not.
They're
I was just
shorter.
looking at them.
As far as you can go.
I got more extensions for mine too.
I've got 2 extensions down here so far.
Okay, you have to work to put those soft shackles through that blue one.
But mine are the cool Yankum ones. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, the Yankum ones are significantly nicer.
You're awesome. Yes.
Man, having teenagers is handy.
Oh yeah. Look at those. Look at that youth. Just
Hey, what we're looking at here is youth and experience.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing.
Quit talking.
Hey,
Something jagged.
I got this sling here that's got a rubber protector on it with a soft shackle so you can grab a frame or any sharp edge. It's not going to hurt it.
Okay.
Coming down. Oh, we can hit him.
Good shot.
He got nervous for a second.
That's about as far as we can throw. So anything else you need, you're gonna have to hike up and get.
Rhett will stay here. I'll go down to the ball.
And it looks like you're about halfway.
We're a little more.
I really
That
like
right
that
there
giant
is
rock
halfway
that's
then.
in front of the car, right where we need to
Yeah.
pull.
Oh yeah, that rock.
We might need to snatch off that tree and drag it sideways if possible, or around that big rock.
Do they throw the sling around the rock first and move it?
Good.
Is that tree in the way too, or I guess it's just barely missing? the
No,
tree?
it's off the tree. Nice.
I think Colby.
This is awesome. Didn't expect this.
Yeah.
So Matt, I keep trying to think about how we can incorporate the one piece of recovery equipment we brought, which is a stock Toyota pickup.
Oh, that's what's gonna make it happen.
We're the
Yeah.
anchor point for.
No, it's all gonna go bad, and these are both gonna fail and be stuck, and you're gonna hook on. You're just gonna yard us right out of here.
All right.
Single Yankum rope.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You didn't even bring.
Yeah. Can I? Hey, can I
You
borrow?
can borrow mine.
Sweet.
The difference in Central Oregon rocks and San Paulo rocks is your rocks stay where they are. When you try to drive them, walk over them. Ours like to move.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, but
This will be another feather in my cap.
the first time we went down there and we all went wheeling, I was like, wait, so you're telling me I'm gonna drive over all these rocks? They're just gonna stay where they're at, and I'm gonna drive over them? I don't know about this.
This kind of reminds me of that wheeling trip we did. You know, all those rocks. Anytime you touch them or move them,
Diff hanger.
diff hanger, and they would position
They would
themselves.
roll out of the ground.
They'd roll out of the ground, and pick you up off the ground. They made things worse. If you, they were like
Andrea had
booby
the best
traps.
stuck ever, where it just like lifted the whole thing and wedged itself in the perfect spot. And we're like, she's like, what do I do?
Nothing.
I don't know.
You're done.
Yeah,
you're cooked.
That's a good one. So you're totally high centered on that rock because it came up out of the ground.
And now,
This rock came out of the ground.
Just rolled right up. I think you're in a good spot now. This was off a Sand Hollow cliff. I'd be like, oh, we're not gonna snag or hang up. There's gonna be nothing weird here.
This is Oregon. Everything is weird.
I have a prediction. This canyon really wants to keep this vehicle down there.
Is that your thoughts on this? Hey, is that a road right there?
It doesn't get there. It's a swamp down
Oh.
Oh.
there. I tried that.
Hang on a second. Let's talk about this. Because you bring it up like diamond shape so I can wiggle you around things.
Well,
Or
if
what
they
do
even get you even to like a rear leaf spring or something like that.
What about something on the rear axle?
I can't hear you because of the drums. Answer your phone.
Can you get me onto the rear axle?
Yes, but if you guys can pull it forward like 7 feet, we can get this rock out of the way that Red's sitting on, and then we can go to suspension pieces.
Well, just get me to that back axle
And you
so
can
I can
spin
drag it sideways.
And then we could bring it. And then as we hang up, we can twist it.
Thank you. I thought you guys were professionals. We never said that. This is what we do for a living.
My company slogan is literally, I never said I was good at this.
Yeah.
I just say it's for fun.
Yeah.
Man,
My problem is I'm agreeable. I'll agree to do it.
And then yeah.
Are you regretting your life choices at this point in time?
Oh, no, not at all.
Now that I'm hearing all of this,
Do you realize how it works?
now I do.
Nothing special about us. We're just too dumb to know when to quit.
Too dumb to say no.
Well, what was that thing that you said yesterday? It was you'd rather have experience and determination than just
there's
amazing
two ways
equipment.
To do something. There's two ways to do something that's really difficult.
Uh-huh.
You can either do it with the right equipment and skill, or you can be just too dumb to know when to quit. And the result is effectively the same. You get it done.
Yep.
I know a lot of very successful people who are so successful because they just didn't know it shouldn't have worked.
Right.
Yeah. That was some grade 8 wisdom.
From a couple of rednecks on the side of a cliff in the middle of the desert.
hey, we've got Casey hooked up to the front, and you're hooked up to the back.
Dude, that's down there.
Yeah. 150 feet of line plus a 100-foot extension.
Yeah.
And we just made it.
Just made it. There she goes. Now, how heavy's that rock? You see it?
walked into being the camera guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Give you something to do.
I didn't bring any equipment of my own, so.
Yeah, but you provided all the equipment.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys have it, so best thing I can do is just be the camera guy today, I guess.
Sometimes it's best to be just standing by.
Just standing by. Pretty slick.
It's not where it was, so even if it all fails from here, we did something today.
Yeah.
Some is better than none. He's gonna hit a loose spot in that winch drum and off he goes. Yeah, hold on to his belt.
What do you think, Matt?
I think they might do it.
I can stand up there.
This just might work, folks. Casey, if you were a guessing man, how much tension would you say is on this winch line that you're holding? That if it was steel cable would tear you in half?
Right now we don't have that much. We're probably a few thousand pounds that I'm sitting on it.
Yeah.
Well, when we're pulling, like, those are 8,000 pound winches. And it's like, it'll bog them and then it'll pop free of a rock. So we're getting up there in tension
Yeah.
as it's catching and going.
I haven't seen it touch a rock yet.
The line?
Yeah.
Big
Just right at the very bottom.
Imagine this zip line. Just hop off and go.
But yeah, I mean,
I got gloves on.
here's the deal. If we need to send a soft shackle or something down there. Here, yeah, let's tie that up. Oh, wait. Hey, we got rings.
Oh, zip line! Well, we got the Yankum rings. Well, zip line. We got to build a zip line with Yankum rings.
Yeah,
And
let's
the
see how
rope.
hot that gets.
I like your rolly rocks right now. That's
Yeah.
working out good.
Yeah, because it rolls.
It's like ball bearings all the way up.
Yeah. I got a question. Should we be wearing fall protection up here?
No, we're on the ground.
Okay, yeah.
We're on the ground.
Yep.
All of us are standing. All of us are standing firmly on the ground.
Yep. Yep.
It doesn't look like the rocks crumble at all here, right?
No. Yeah, they're solid. They're absolutely solid.
They never move.
Smell like they're crumbly bits right there.
Get my remote set up.
That's true.
Hey, that's not the right equipment. That's the best equipment. You're losing your ball bearings. So you got to see how Casey's doing this. Oh, glad I just caught that.
Pull yours up where it's sensitive. You're looking out, Alan. We're just durability testing the rope.
Yeah, you are. I can tell.
That knot is really tight right now.
Yeah. Good thing he's got finger pulls on it.
It'll be fine.
Nice. Nice shot.
That knot comes apart, any of them will.
Yeah.
No one can say anything about they lock up, you'll never get them apart if we can get that apart.
Yeah.
What's that?
It'll come apart
Yeah, this
really
one.
easy.
hooked on a remote?
I'll tell you what, I want to go to Gambler Town. It sounds like a lot of fun.
There's 2,000 wacky welded together machines over there that you wouldn't even believe made it out here, but they did.
There you go.
And what do you guys do over there?
I mean, Gambler Town itself is a festival, so it's lots of mini biking, and then we've got a stage with 10 bands playing. We got a bunch of food vendors and stuff, and really what it is just a gathering of awesome, like-minded people that are, bring their crazy, machines that they imagined, drew on a napkin, and came to fruition, and they're just there. So it's like a car show, but all the people who are attending the car show brought something completely different.
Yeah, and it's all about cleaning up trash, pulling out stuff like this.
Yeah, but you got to have something fun to go along with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you just said, hey, we're going to go clean up the forest, you probably get like, oh, that's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Said, hey, we're going to go get our wacky machines together and race to go get trash through the forest, at a tempered pace, of course. Then everybody got into it. And really, it's been a slow evolution over time. I kind of duped them into picking up trash, and then they taught me a lot about having fun and doing cool shit. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's way cool. There it comes. Look at these guys. They're just making quick work of that. There it goes.
Matt, we want to take it that way right here now, instead of trying to come up this.
It might be easier to go up that. That's just straight.
Yeah, it might be easier.
You think here?
Yeah, it's just straight.
It might be on the right trajectory.
Hey Alan, my chafe sleeve's down at the bottom.
Looks like it's doing a good job in just the right spot right about now.
Come on, chafe sleeve. Man, if that would pop over. Hey Matt, hold on and let me see if I can just move my chafe sleeve over a little. So you hold it.
There we go.
What was that you were saying earlier about fall protection? Hey, I have my other line.
Yeah, just put your other line on the seat filler.
I think we need another pole.
Yep. We had the pole on the other side, that'd be so easy.
Yep. Look at that. The one that we totally winched into the sheave head and jammed it completely together is gonna...
It's coming apart.
It's coming apart.
If you had the finger pull on the other side, you would have had that done
Yeah.
a minute ago. There we go.
Here, soft tackle on that rubber sling. there's one thing I love, it's throwing stuff at teenagers.
All mostly in one piece too. That's pretty awesome. Just another day at the office. Now you see the birth of Cascade Heavy Crane Rescue. And thus you have seen, wait, I didn't say that right.
Suspended in the air with Yankum soft shackling.
And now you see the birth of Cascade Heavy Crane Rescue. I wonder how long that's been waiting for this. Pretty slick.
Pretty slick.
Pretty slick. Made it look easy.
Right there.
Yep. Oh, you're stuck?
A piece of brush ripped my PTO cable out.
Uh-oh.
Piece of brush grabbed my PTO cable. Get in there and put your foot on the clutch.
Manual PTO.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Piece of brush. Piece of brush grabbed it.
Oh crap, dude.
There it is.
Got it?
It's got a feather in his cap.
Say what?
Look, you got a feather in your cap. Stayed clean through that whole thing, and then at the very end I gotta crawl on the ground. So I'll have to spray
Looks like the last time this was registered is 85. So this thing's been down there for like 40 years. Yeah, 85. You almost got out of this scot-free clean.
I was so close.
I gotta see that, man. Look at that. Look at that. No cuts. No major abrasion. Look at that. Looks like it's brand new. It's a lot lighter and easier than using a chain. Love it when things work like we say it should. I'm not wording very good. Casey, you can just delete that.
On another episode of Alan putting his foot in his mouth, we have a Nissan Deep Datsun.
Wait, no, delete that too. Now for the most important part, getting it out of here. Troy's off-road recovery and towing
On YouTube.
And the gamblers have arrived.
Talk about right on time.
Perfect timing.
Right on time. The gambler crew shows up to clean everything up.
Nice.
That could not have worked out any better.
Nope.
Look at the timing of that. Got the wreckers pulled out of the way. Troy's dragging the car up right now. And the whole gambler crew is right here to come clean up the rest of all the debris right here. This whole area be cleaned up and done. That quick. Yeah, I still got some debris down there to grab. A few more pieces that we had saw in the beginning. There's like a valve cover and a hub and a wheel and stuff in there. Tate,
Yo.
That could not have been better timing.
Dude, it worked out so well.
That was awesome.
Yeah, the cavalry was there.
Yeah.
I made the call, and these guys are the Navy SEALs of our team. So they were hauling in boats and cars and everything all weekend. But so they were the first ones like called.
The timing of them showing up right as the car's out of here and clear, like, could not have been better.
Awesome.
How'd the gear hold up, Alan?
Well, let's give it a good look. Honestly, it looks like it's as good as new.
And we drug the ropes themselves, the winch lines, across a lot of rock hard too.
Yeah.
And even that knot I sucked up into the sheave head came back apart. Like,
Weird.
so weird. No, that stuff, like, we weren't nice to it.
No.
And that sling was under that, in the rocks the whole way up.
Yeah.
And it all held up really good, so I'm happy with that.
What I thought was cool is when that thing turned into a boat anchor and just got locked up on the rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know you're pulling hard when you hear a PTO hydraulic winch like struggle and slow down. That happened a couple times.
That's why me and Matt were talking at the beginning. We wanted one line to the front of it, one to the back. I mean, it's pull up sideways, bigger drag, but we can spin it back and forth. And between him letting off and me pulling and me letting off and him pulling, it walked it over that.
Well, and then
so it kind of doesn't make sense to go sideways at first, but until you realize you can walk it off of stuff. So that worked out really, really well.
That last move, throw on the third line.
Got it? Oh, the third line over the top to flip it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the money shot.
That was great.
All right, let's get this thing out of here. We are rolling into Gambler Town, where we're dropping this car off and then also getting to check out what all they've got going on in here. I've never actually been to the Gambler, so This will be interesting. Oh, little Willys. Well, these guys brought a cab over to camp out in. That's my style. It's hilarious how many people pull out their phones to film Matt drive by and then put them down and watch me and Troy drive by. There are some wild freaking rigs here.
I don't know.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, it's evolved over the years. It started just as a small thing with friends, you know, just 13 or 14 friends, and it was technically a race. And then we had an internet video that just went crazy. So 50 million views later, we had everybody wanting to come down and do it. And I said, no way, hell, I don't want anything to do with this. And then kind of changed our mind, opened it up, and then we knew we had to change it from race to change the metric to being a trash collection, right? Okay. So I cleaned up our public lands that we're out here using, but also made sure that we got the best people in the world out here helping us. So anybody who's out here who's into public service and stewardship is out here, who's also into building cars, even not building cars. You see a lot of stock Corollas and stuff out here. So, but they're the people who make it. So I don't even know, it changes every year, and we're just along for the ride.
Sweet. All right. Sons of Smoky.
Sons of Smoky is what was born out of this. We saw the enthusiasm that everyone had for cleaning up the environment and picking up all these appliances and tires and you know, hauling cars and boats and RVs. And so we said, let's take all this energy and put it into a 501c3, a nonprofit, of which we have 0 paid positions. We volunteer all of our time because everyone else out here does as well. And we developed the app, which I think is really important for anybody who does off-roading or hunting, hiking, those sorts of things. They see trash, abandoned cars like we did today, they can get in the app and mark it, take a picture of it, and it uploads into a database that everyone has. So there's Bureau of Land Management, U.S. Forest Service, county, off-road clubs, you know, even you guys could use it to locate, you know, cars that are out there, and then mark stuff, trash that you guys see out there that you just can't get. We see there's a lot of people in this country who are willing to go out there and help us pick it up.
Awesome. All right. So that's what it is.
Well, cool. We're going to look into that. You looked into it. You're here.
Yeah. You're here. You're in it. What do you think? I want to know. What do you think about all the gambling cars?
I was expecting like 50 people.
Oh. So half the people are actually out on the trail picking up trash right now. They're going to be really disappointed that they missed.
This is a huge camp.
Yeah.
Like, we're driving around.
This is like when I'm like on like the fire calls, like the fire camps. This is as big as the fire camps, if not bigger than some of them.
Yeah, we had about 4,000 people last night. Probably expecting up to about 5,000 tonight. And they all whatever they dreamt up with, whatever car they inherited or whatever they found on Facebook on the way out here, they're in it.
That's what they're driving.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
We just need to prove that you can go have fun off road. You don't have to have them, you know, a brand new Jeep or 400. At least it keeps you guys in business.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Brother,
thanks for putting all this together.
Dude,
so we get that area cleaned
you guys did all the hard work. You know, thanks to Russ for finding it and all the gamblers that came out to help, and then all the work they're out there doing right now. To be honest, with about half people here at camp right now. So
yeah, this is
I'm glad
awesome.
they worked.
Like we go clean up that one spot, but you guys are cleaning up all this.
We're trying to do a full reset out here. You know, the whole broken glass theory. The trash begets trash. We want to clear all the trash out so people don't feel comfortable about dumping.
No, this is awesome. Very much appreciate what you do.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. You're dope.
All right, Matt. We made it.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what we made it to, but we made it.
Yes, this is someplace.
And you know what's cool for me? Was working with this on a job. That's the first time I've ever do that. And I was from the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
So
if you don't know it, the day we brought the metal off the trailer and into the shop, Casey was there, and we're like looking at it like, what do you think we should cut it here? Maybe we should cut it here.
Well, we sat in the office the night before trying to design all this out with Tom and
chairs.
Rudy, and we sat in chairs, yeah. And so, like, from day one of designing this to now is the first time I've got to work with it on a job.
So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So your fingerprints are on it from the beginning, and now that
I ground all this metal right here.
That's true.
And me and Rudy sat in the shop all night long, welding and air tightening all those holes for the air tanks that
we never used.
used.
But it's boxed and pinned.
Yes, it is pinned in, so.
Well, awesome. No,
that was
awesome.
cool. That was like my first job getting to work with it since then, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And it worked out well.
I'm glad it did. I'm glad the whole thing worked out.
Yeah,
From the start to the
Troy in to haul it out. It all worked perfectly. So
yeah.
That's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
Thanks for hauling the garbage away. And thanks to all of these people for cleaning up the woods.
Yeah, let's do it again sometime.
Deal.